Who's this? Just now joined? Please join with your college account. Please join with your college account. You're not allowed to join with your personal account. Please join with your college account. Shalaka Vengurlekar, please join with your college account.
Yes, ma'am. One second.
Yeah. Because we are downloading the attendance and maintaining the your attendance, and according to that your performance also for each and every lecture. So please join with your college account. Christina Maria, can you please unmute yourself?
Yes, ma'am. I'm here.
Please join with the college account, please.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay. We'll start for the lecture now. I hope my screen is visible to you all.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you so much for your acknowledgement. Dan, have you started your recording? Okay. Elvis, please join with the college account. Please. Okay. Good evening, everyone. I'm Prajakta Bangale from IT department. Today, I will be taking you towards the phases of startup. That is, today I'm the innovation ambassador, or I will be talking on the behalf of innovation ambassador, IIC FRCRC. So don't take so much tension into this. It is very light topic. You just need to understand what are the things you're supposed to know, or you're supposed to understand if you have any idea. Okay. So do you people have any idea? Any one of you? Any idea do you have, or have you tried to think about something out of box? You can see my first slide. What is that? That's a bulb which is showing the idea, and then the rocket is coming out of that. What is that? You are supposed to think something out of box. Obviously, thinking out of box is not that easy. But what do you mean by idea? When you have your any of the idea, when can you say that it is useful to the society? Or maybe it is going to be useful, or the people are going to use it, right? If you are going to develop some design and that design is already existing in your system, or maybe in the particular environment, is society going to use that? Is my society going to use that?
No.
If already existing, if that idea is already existing, what is the use if you are developing something different? If you are developing the few minor changes into the existing idea, no one is going to use that. But it is not always possible to have everything as a novelty, right? There are so many things which are existing, but just a small change in the existing idea is also going to produce a novelty for you. And if that small change you are able to understand, or you are able to capture, which is the need of the today's society, you can imagine yourself as a future entrepreneur. That is something what I can say. So do you have any idea? Any one of you in the classroom right now, whoever have joined, do you have any idea? Anyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Can you just explain me in brief, not in detail, obviously. You cannot share in detail your idea, but at least about what or which particular idea you are relating with.
Yes, sure, ma'am. So basically, like I have seen, like today, like game development has reached many fields. So basically, I'm trying to do something over that field. So, so I was thinking like to build some game based on like Indian or like educational kind of games. So and India is like kind of lacking in game development and stuff. So to set up an game development field in India, so I was trying to do something over that field over there.
Okay, so you are trying to develop the game. Uh, that's a education base, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and for whom? Who will be the? Have you thought about this? Who will be the target audience for the same?
For the like, I have made a prototype that is basically for like children of age 3 and above. I was also thinking like if I have going to start up, then basically I will what we say like we can build games for all the ages.
Okay. So that you can say that in the age of 3 to 5, the whoever kids will be there, those will be getting uh, some kind of idea or about education or maybe some educational concepts they can understand through your games, right?
Yes, ma'am. Exactly.
Then if I say this, can I say the same thing that is available with the Byju's, Disney or something? Then can you differentiate between that and whatever you have defined over here?
Byju's is like currently like it's based on like another platform and stuff. It's for me it's like Steam and Play Store. Like mostly people install from Play Store and Steam. So basically, I will be providing from that. Byju's is not like what we say like open world. It is not open world actually.
Okay, okay. Okay, so you will be providing as an open access thing to everyone. Anyone can do that.
Yeah, yeah. You can also use it as like without data. If you don't have data, also you can use that also.
Okay, nice idea. Good. So that means you have found out the target candidates or the target audience or users for your particular thing. Good. So the first thing is whenever we are going to start with this phases of the startup, the one thing come to the mind is what is that idea? You have to ideate something, right? If you don't have any idea, the first thing is many times you have multiple idea. You say, okay, it's already existing. Why I should go for that, right? But it is not like that. The simple way I have asked right now to the Sunny right now over here, he has explained me the difference or the novelty with his idea. So any person who is actually willing to go for such kind of a startup, that person should first of all think about what kind of idea I'm going to have and whether that idea will be useful for the people. Is it going to reduce, obviously not always going to reduce a pain, but is it going to fulfill or maybe satisfy my user? Why my user, or why the user should able to come and use my particular application or my particular product instead of using the existing product? So this, and who will be my target audience? These all, there are so many questions which will come to your mind. Okay, but if you will think in this particular way, no, you will just get stuck at between or surrounded by so many questions. So it should not happen. So to avoid that, we have to understand there are different phases of the startup. Which are those phases? How you can just go ahead one by one through those phases that we are supposed to understand. Okay, so just taking ahead for the next slide. Just a minute. It just went back. Give me a second. Yeah. When you say You want to have some startup. That means you are going to be entrepreneur. What can you see from this diagram, or what can you see from this figure? Who is an entrepreneur? Who is an entrepreneur? It's written over here, right? It's an inventor plus opportunist. But what do you mean by opportunist? Inventor, obviously, I am the person. The way the Sunny right now told that yes, I have some idea, and my idea is somewhat different, or my idea is novel than the existing one, so anyone can use it. It's open source. So some novelty everyone should have. That time I can say yes, I am the inventor. Okay. So entrepreneur should be inventor. He should be opportunist. But what do you mean by opportunist? From this figure, what can you understand? Can anyone tell me from this figure what can you understand? There are only two things I have written over here. It's an inventor and opportunist. But in the figure you can see so many things, right? There are so many hands, and so many hands are doing so many multiple kind of tasks. Which are those tasks? Can you see there are multiple tasks related with some documentation? There are tasks about some thinking. You can see over here. There is a clock and then some kind of a strategy, which we have. Obviously, this is nothing but a strategy sign, right? Symbol of strategy. Then you have to think about which kind of technology we are going to use, which kind of how I can sell my idea, then how I can attract my customer. So there are so many things which are there shown in this particular figure. So is my entrepreneur only having the two roles like an inventor and opportunist? Inventor, okay, I can say inventor, but what do you mean by opportunist? Is it only one thing that opportunist is going to consist of? No. In this case, I will just take you to the next slide, then you can understand. Same thing over here, you can see it's a Superman. Why it is showed over here? Because just read out below the figure. Entrepreneur is nothing but a founder. Inventor, obviously, inventor is nothing but the person who is going to invent a new idea. That's a novelty he is having. Okay. Or that is nothing but the founder. Then he should have some vision. Obviously, the way right now the Sunny has told me right now that he has or he has to provide this particular thing app for the people. Initially, he has developed some prototype for the year, maybe kids for the 3 to 5 years. Then his vision is he can expand this particular app or this particular idea for the other kind of a age group of the user, right? And it's based on technology. It's based on education. So that's a vision. Then what kind of technical things will be involved? Which kind of technology we will be using? What will be required for the front end? What will be required for the back end? How will you deploy it? Everything will be in his mind, right? Being an entrepreneur, you should think about these three things. Along with that, if you have made any of the app or any of the prototype, if you have created, still, how will you market that, right? Your app is how you can provide or how you can just make sure that your app or the usage of this particular prototype whichever you have made, it will be sent or will be reaching to the multiple people in the different category, right? Then also along with that, right now you can say the Byju's, I have just gave one example. The Byju's is something which is giving you the application usage for free for 1 day or 2 day for the particular maybe some free trial class or something like that. But as suppose some application the Sunny is going to develop, then in that case that application will be free for everyone. So obviously if I am obviously right now in today's days, there are people who are having mobile phone in each and every category. Even the sweeper is also having mobile phone, but sweeper cannot buy the Byju's classes, right? But if I'm having some application which is the free of cost, I will just download it from the Play Store and I can use that anywhere. So I can simply make use of that application or any category, or the person may belong to any category. Maybe he is in a higher standard, lower standard, whatever be the standard that particular person. But still that every person can use that. So that is nothing but you should able to market your particular product in such a way that every person or every person from every category should able to find out its usage and its application useful for that particular, for his particular background. Along with that HR, obviously you should able to manage multiple resources. If you have right now, if you are considering about some small application, you are the only person who will be acting in this particular application creation. Maybe you are good in the technical thing. But if you think about the something or some product which we want to create for you can say some hardware is involved, Maybe there are some large spaces required for making that particular hardware thing. Now, multiple resources will get involved into that, right? So those resources requirement will be satisfied by whom, or who will be doing so much work? So that kind of thing, the resource management should be also done by the entrepreneur. If you are the initial stage पे सब कुछ तुमको ही करना पड़ता है, right? Then admin also, you are the only one. Obviously, if your business is you have started that one and you are trying to manage and deal with a certain customer, certain clients, you should handle your account also. So you should be accountant as well. If there are any legal issue, obviously you cannot go directly and start your business. There are multiple legal issues. You cannot just copy paste, or you just cannot do them violate any copyright issues. If your product is having certain similarity between the existing one and you have not just gone through some proper legal documents, you may be just there in the problem, right? So you should act as a lawyer also for handling the legal issue. You should act as an architect also, because you have to, suppose you are having some small kind of a business setup, you need to design your own office, maybe one or two people, maybe you are only person, but you have to design, right? You have to design your own setup for that. That's the way you have to be architect. You have to be IT person, so you have to be office boy also. Many times you have to clean also, right? So there are different things or different roles which will be carried out by the entrepreneur at the first phase of the startup. Obviously, when your startup will go ahead and it will be just successful, at that time you can just appoint multiple people. Maybe start also you can have 3-4 people all together working. Maybe you are the 3-4 friends working together and going for the startup. That is also possible, but it is not always the case, right? Many times the people are having some idea. They are just trying to give a shape of the new product, and then they just go ahead through that. So this is something you are going to act as everything. So nothing but you will be acting as a Superman. That is the reason the symbol over here showed as Superman. Obviously, it is something childish thing you can assume over here, but that is the reason I have showed over here. So you can say entrepreneur consists of all these things whichever are listed over here, and maybe more than that also. Many things we have not yet covered, but more than these things also, there are so many things. Budget sheet prepare karna, then many things, okay, will come in a picture. If my business goes ahead and it gets a good success, I have to be the analyst also, data analyst also. So there are so many things which covers under IT category also. Okay. So this is nothing but my entrepreneur, which is consist of a inventor plus opportunist, and along with that he is having so many responsibilities whichever I have listed over here, and so on. Now, what are the 3 I's in the quality research? When you are going to ideate some problem, see, whenever you are going to be there at the first phase of the startup, I have not yet started that, but whenever you are going to start with any of the idea, you have to think about when you will be getting the successful product. Obviously, you should have some idea. That idea should be novel one. That idea should be distinct than the existing one. Obviously, having the idea than different or distinct from the existing one is very difficult. But suppose if you have some existing ideas there, it is not able to provide some satisfaction to the user, that you can understand from the feedback, from the survey. You can take a survey, you can take a feedback. What are the pains or what are the issues my users are facing? Why my users, not mine, obviously my product I have not yet developed, but suppose you have got some idea that I need to work in this particular area. In that particular area, who are your competitor? That is the first thing you need to find out. So which are the existing systems? You have to find out those existing systems. Then you have to do the survey. Whatever be the pains the other users or the clients have faced while using that particular product, or maybe whatever problems or issues they have faced. So those issues you have to first of all get it documented, and then you have to make sure whatever idea or solution. That means the first thing is a problem. To find out the solution to your problem is nothing but the idea. That is your novel idea. So that idea, IPR, is what your patent. Okay, whatever research you are going to do, that should go to the IPR cell. Okay, that is a patent. You should patent for the research you have to do. Then industrialization. So whatever idea you have found out as a novel idea, you have to first patent it, copyright it, or trade secret, or whatever it is, the way, but you have to make sure that your idea should not get copied. Then you can go ahead for the large scale generation of that, or maybe initially the prototype has been developed, for which you have just went for the patent and everything, and then you can go for the large scale development for the product, that is a industrialization. So when you can achieve all these three things together, you can see over here, it's a combination or intersection of idea, IPR, and industrialization. That is going to give you the successful product. And if the successful product is there, obviously you are going to get successful business. Okay. Because if you get a successful product, or the people are going to get attracted towards your product, provided the marketing has to be done very properly. If it is done very properly, then no one can stop you from being successful entrepreneur. That is the one main thing which you have to remember. I'm just going through it in the simple introductory manner. I have not yet started with the phases. You can see over here, these are my 5 phases. These are my 5 phases for startup. You can see, this is my growth. My startup is starting over here at this point. This is my growth of the startup, and this is the time. So as my time passes, my growth is increasing slowly, 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 going up, going up, going up. If I'm following the proper rules and following the proper, you can say the different things given to me, and different patterns given to me. Okay. So in this case, you can say, first of all, searching for the problem or solution fit. What do you mean by this? This first part, you can say at the initial stage. In this initial state, when you say you are going to search for the problem, that is not nothing but I have just right now told you that you have to find out the idea. If you have the idea, you need to find out, are my people, or maybe in my surrounding area, the people are having this, which kind of problem the people are having related with whatever idea I am thinking about, right? If the people are facing any problem, what could be the solution? Or is your idea going to be a fit for, or going to be the solution which is going to fit for that particular problem which is right now existing in my particular surrounding? That is my first thing which we have to understand. Okay, one by one we will check this particular thing. I'm just going through this and reading through this. The second phase, you can say, the latter part, is searching for the product market fit and language market fit. But what is it in between that? When you are going to find out, or when you are going to get some novel idea, which is going to you can say that it is going to remove the pain of the users or the client for whom I'm going to develop the solution, or for the problem for which I'm going to develop a solution. So I will be developing this MVP. What do you mean by this MVP? MVP is a minimum viable product. It is nothing but, in simple word, I can simply say it's the prototype. Okay, it's the prototype. Just a minute, give me a minute. Please give me a minute, please. Hello, sorry. Am I audible now?
Yes, ma'am.
So there were certain disturbances. That's why I just stopped it over there. Okay. So MVP is nothing but in simple words, I can simply say that it's a prototype. We need to develop the prototype. Whatever thing. I'm sorry, my PPTs went ahead. Just a minute. So we are supposed to develop whatever idea or novel idea we have. That idea we should be presenting in front of the investor, right? Then only I can just get the funding people or funding from the people and so on. So for that case, I need to develop the prototype. That is nothing but my minimum viable product. Okay. So I'm sorry. And some problem with my system. Wait a minute. Yeah. So this is my minimum viable product. So these all my different steps are there. As soon as my prototype has been created, that prototype I have to find out whether it is a market fit and language market fit. What is that we will understand later on. Okay. Then product is market fit. Then we have to find out whether this product is channel fit or product fit. That also we have to find out. Then whatever after all these 4 phases, we will directly go for the maturity. Maturity is nothing but I have already grown my business and now I can go ahead or invest my time into the new opportunity, or maybe I can just create some new opportunity for the other people. Or suppose you are that much involved in the or maybe you are the true innovator, then you can simply think about the other idea. That is my maturity level. So these all steps one by one we are going to see. Just for your understanding, this diagram has been displayed over here. We'll go for the next thing. Yeah, first thing is what? Get product. That is my first thing. Get to problem and solution to fit. What is that? When you want to get, or when you want to just first of all, you need to think about which kind of, that is nothing but the idea. You have to ideate. You should able to ideate which kind of thing I have to develop. Okay. So that is the reason we have to learn. What is learning? We have to learn from the surrounding. We have to learn from the users. Whatever idea I am having, that idea, whether that related with that idea, which are the different things available, which are the different products available, which are the different problems existing with those products, right? Is there any solution I can give? If there is any solution, then I have to build that solution, right? That is what the build over here showed. Then after building, I have to measure the performance of my particular thing. Obviously, I am not going to build currently in the first stage itself, but whatever solution I am going to give for the problem, that solution will be avoiding or maybe will be overcoming the drawbacks or the problems associated with the existing system or not. That I have to measure. That means I have to compare with the existing product. Then this is nothing but you can say it's a circular procedure. This procedure is a never ending procedure because always the new things comes in a market and new things you are going to learn from the history, maybe from the new product. Then you are going to build, you are going to take the survey, again you are going to try to modify your product and so on. You are going to again compare. So this procedure will go on until unless you are not going to find the solution to the problem which is going to fit perfectly according to the user's need. I hope you people are understanding.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So this is nothing but showed over here that build your MVP. That first thing tells you that whenever you are going to find out a solution for the problem, you need to build a MVP. That is your minimum viable product. That is nothing but my second stage that we will see later on. But in this first stage, what we have to do? This is a to-do list for the stage 1. So first, study the lean startup framework, apply it to your discovery process. Obviously, framework is nothing but this framework, whichever I have showed you 5 phases. But within that also, the lean startup, that is a minimum viable product, wherever you have to develop, there are multiple stages involved in that. That we are not going to see today. Tomorrow, you will be having the other lecture into that. You can just go ahead and find out the minimum viable product, different things related with that in detail. Okay. Today, we are just having the overview of all the phases in the startup. But there is a framework which you have to study and apply that particular framework to your discovery. And conduct the problem solution fit interviews. Nothing but I just now told you. You have to take the surveys, you have to take interviews, you have to find out the problems, you have to think about the solution for the problem. Okay, and it is not only 1 day process or the 2 day process. It is continuous process. You have to find out one problem, again solution, for some other problem, again some solution, whether my solution is fitting to that particular problem or not. Like that way, this procedure is a you can say circular procedure. Okay. So in this case, run the demand test with landing pages, ads, or crowdfunding campaign. Obviously, whatever you have, whatever run the demand test with landing pages, ads. So whatever things are there, those you have to provide the ads and everything, and crowdfunding campaign should be done so that there will be publicity and there will be multiple things or maybe some investors will be also available for your particular thing. Okay. Use learnings to define or refine your MVP. Whatever learning, whatever you have studied or whatever you have discovered from the particular issues you have that you have found out from the interviews and surveys, those things you have to learn. Okay. Sorry, I was disconnected, I guess. I'm really sorry. So these are the things which you have to remember or the things to which you have to do at this particular stage. Now, moving for the next thing. The second stage is nothing but the MVP. So what is that MVP? The same thing you can see over here. Learn what people want, prove demand and need, and then keep risk and burn low. What do you mean by this? Whenever you are there at the first stage, you have to find out which kind of a problem you have. But जब तुम्हारा prototype develop करते हो, at that time you should able to understand while developing this prototype whether which kind of resources will be or what exactly people want. That prototype I need to develop. Along with that, we have to or we should able to find out which kind of a risk we can take. Burn low. What do you mean by this? Burn low means whatever resources we are having, those resources should be used as less as possible. That is the first thing which we have to remember. And if it is not possible, because many times it is only one person who will be doing the particular thing and there is no hardware requirement. So it is very easy to build such kind of a prototype. But if there are certain prototypes which are very difficult to build and which needs more kind of resources, then we have to make sure that how to manage or how to just make use of those resources as less as possible. And still I will be able to achieve whatever things are or maybe whatever demands are there from the user side so that I can fulfill all the conditions given by the user. So that is nothing but my second stage called as a development stage. Okay. So in this case, you can say that amount of time, then money and people. Just a minute. Someone just now joined. Let me admit her. Wait a minute. There are many people coming in between. That is the reason it's causing the disturbances in my screen also. Okay, so in this time, in this case, whatever amount, time or money we are spending, that also we have to keep a track. Okay, we cannot spend much more just for the prototype, because if I will spend more and that prototype will not be useful, maybe people are not satisfied with that prototype, then it is going to cause much more problem for this case. Okay, that is the reason we have to be sure about all the risk involved with this. We have to find out if I'm just putting multiple things inside this particular building a prototype at that time, and if it fails, or maybe I'm not able to provide that particular or I'm not able to satisfy the particular hypothesis, then there should not be a problem in that case. Okay, so for the instance, suppose any heavy resources or maybe a requirement for particular prototype building, then you have to think about funding, which is very much important thing at this stage. Okay, so that funding could be through the investor, through the friends, families, whatever it is. If it is through the friends and family, there is no problem. But if you are supposed to, or if you are willing to get the funding from the investor, you are supposed to be ready for pitching your product in a good manner or in a proper format, so that investor should able to maybe he will get satisfied to and he will understand, yes, my product will be bought by some people, right? These people can just or maybe this product will be used by the people, so that idea may become successful. Okay, so in this case, the previous stage where we have found out the problem or solution for the problem, we are looking over here to keep on testing. That is why this is over here showed over here, the major learn build, major learn build. It is nothing but the iteration, right? So here we are looking to keep on testing, iterating the prototype or MVP. It is nothing but the minimum viable product. So, and with whom you will be testing this? Learn what people want. That means you will be testing and you will be iterating all these things through the target audience who will be using that. Okay, so to reach a point where you have something that works, whether that whatever you are developed, whether it is properly working or not, whether it is meeting to the real need or not, that we have to find out. Okay, obviously it will not be perfect at a first place, but you have to iterate and make this particular product perfect so that my user can use it. Okay, and my investor could find this product worth investing a real money before moving forward. Because when your product is involving much more resources, you cannot put all the resources, or financial need cannot be completed by your own, right? You have to be ready for the pitching in front of the investor. That is the first second main step involved over here. Okay, now moving for the next thing. Stages to do. Same thing I have actually already told you the thing. Build your MVP, that is building prototype. Instrument product for visibility into usage. That means whatever prototype you have built, that you have to give to the user for the usage. Then conduct ongoing user feedback. You have to collect the feedback from the user. Iterate to improve the retention. So obviously you have to iterate again and again. You have to ask from the user what kind of a feedback is there, improve the retention, invest in growth to prove the retention, and initial flow of the user, not looking to the scale. Matlab, currently you don't look at the large scale development. First of all, you iterate multiple times and check out whether your customer who are using it, you are able to retain those customers or the clients with you or not. Then only you will be a successful person to get it invest, or maybe you will get the investment from the investor if you are able to retain the customers with your product. Okay, that is my second stage. Is it clear with the second stage? Are you getting what is the second stage? Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
I hope you are understanding whatever I'm taking.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
can understand there are certain disturbances because of the network issues, but please just cooperate with this. Okay, the next slide is, it is nothing but, it is not any phase, but it is simply the understanding what you have to do. As soon as your MVP is ready or your prototype is ready, you should think about IPR. Because we have seen there were three things, right? Idea, IPR, and then industrialization. So before going to the large scale production, you have to go for the IPR. That is nothing but you can go for the patent, you can go for the trademark, copyright. What is the difference between all those things? You can see, just first thing you can read, the set of exclusive rights granted to the person for his invention. Means if you have designed some car, for example, any car is designed or some new design, something new design has been come into your mind and that you have invented, and no one has designed such thing in prior. Okay, so that thing you can just think about that particular prototype. You can go for the patent. Because why to go for patent? Just let me tell you one example. There was one person who has started his industry of making some kind of a flower pot. Okay, or maybe you can say vase. Okay, so you know that it's a very common business, right? Creation of the vase and selling it for the various decorative items and those things. But when you create certain designs for that vase, which is very much unique, then it gets a good market. Okay, because decoration के लिए market की कोई कमी नहीं है, so it gets a good market. So in that case, the person has started his business for making the molds for the vase, which is very much unique, but that person did not apply for the patent. And meanwhile, he will get his product out in the market. He has found his market where he can, or he has found a target audience also. But meanwhile, the other company came into the picture, and that company has started selling the same design in their company's name. And when this person has asked to that, or maybe that person has came to know that, okay, how did you copy my idea and everything, that company has already filed a patent on this particular mold, which actually the company has stolen from that particular person's idea. But now the company was threatening to that person that, yes, we can sue you because you have not filed a patent. And you are actually stealing my design. Even if the design actually the company has stolen from that particular person, but still the company is threatening to that person. Why this happened? Because the person has got some idea, he has started working on it, he has invested 25-30 lakhs in that particular mold and that company. But before he will start something, or before he will take out his new launch or new thing will be launched in the market, the other person or other company came into the market in very fast manner, and he has started selling his product. Along with that, they have got the patent also. And now they are selling, they are simply trying to say that, okay, you are stealing my particular idea, so we can sue you. We can see you in the court. Is it the right thing? Who is having, or who is a culprit actually? The culprit over here is nothing but the company, right? Who has stolen the idea, but still the person who is an inventor, that person cannot say anything because that person has not filed a patent. That is the reason you have to go always for the patent as soon as you make a prototype. That patent, agar तुम्हारा patent sanction हो गया, तो it is very good. But if the patent has not been yet published, but still it is under publishing process, still the person who is trying to steal your idea, that person cannot take or cannot just go ahead stealing your idea, because he knows that this patent is under publishing process. If I steal the idea, anyone will sue me, or anyone can sue me, right? That is the reason this patent should be done first. So any new design, anything new invention comes in a picture, exclusive right has to be given. That means nothing but the patent. Second thing is the trademark. What do you mean by trademark? So anything you design, for that, if you design some new logo, or for any service you want to get it distinguished from the other person or other kind of a service, that is called as a trademark. Copyright. You make some software, you make some particular application. Now software cannot be a design, right? That is not a something physical design. So we have to go for the copyright. Any software, anything where I have to describe the rights, who can use my software. And no, if you are using my software, you have to pay me some money. That is nothing but my software. So usually this copyright goes with some artistic work. You have seen that paintings may there is a copyright, then the poetries, then various articles also there, software designs, whichever we are making, these are all nothing but the copyrights, protected with the copyrights. Okay, so these are the things which we have to keep it in mind. Now, what is the geographical indication? Simple example, let me tell you. Mysore tea, when you say, is it like that the tea is not tea is not there, the crop is there available only in the Mysore? No. You can have the tea, or the trees also get they are available in the Darjeeling also. It is there in the Kerala also. But why it is like that? The Mysore tea is famous. Whatever tea production is getting takes place in the Mysore, it is actually located in the Mysore, and that particular product is identified by that particular geographical location. That is what called as a geographical indication. So sign used on the goods to have the specific geographical origin. Okay, example Mysore tea I gave you. Then industrial design, you can say industrial design constitute the ornamental or the aesthetic aspect of the article. So any kind of a aesthetic aspect, which any kind of a design, जैसे कार का है या फिर you can have the car design. You can see over here the example. Patent अगर तुम यहाँ पे देखोगे, patent के नीचे you can see over here patent is pointing to this PTA and AET. So it is something as a patent. Okay. Then if you say the trademark, it is TM. Then copyright like this. Then geographical indication is GI. Then industrial design is this car. So any kind of thing, some design is there which has to be make a thing aesthetics se related kuch bhi. So it is coming under the industrial design. So just if you are sleeping, just one exercise for your brain. I just want you to give me answer. You can give it in the chat box also. Please be active and just answer. It is very easy. Can you see over here the M? ये साइन किसका है?
McDonald's.
McDonald's. So
Yeah.
McDonald's is something which is related with the services which are provided by the McD. And can I say with this I can easily understand. अगर मैंने यहाँ पे McDonald नहीं भी लिखा, सिर्फ M भी लिखा तो भी I can easily understand it's a symbol for this McDonald, right?
Yes.
So it's a trademark which I can say, right? So if it is a trademark, what is this next? Is it a trademark? Is it a copyright? Or under which kind of thing it comes? क्या है ये? एक मास्क का डिजाइन है, right? It's a design of some mask. What is that? Is it a copyright? Is it a patent? Under what particular thing I should give? There is some, actually it is not visible, but there is some size and there are certain particular things are given. Specifications are also available with that mask. In that image it is not visible, but it is there. What can you say?
Ma'am, I guess industrial design.
It is a general design, not patented.
If right now I can say it is general design because there are many masks came in a picture. But if I will specifically say that there is some proper space in between this eyes and this mask and then this strip, everything is not matching with any of the existing mask, then I can say it's a patent. Am I right? Because I am designing something new. It is not something existing one. I am trying to make my mask more breathable with my design. And I am just making sure that yes, it should be the more breathable. And that is the way my design is. Obviously, it will be more breathable or not, that is the later part. But initially, I am patenting it. And why and how I can patent it? Because before making this patent or before going for this patent, I must have created some MVP. And that MVP is nothing but I must have tried and tested with the various user feedback. Am I right? So this is a patent. What is next thing? Can you see? It's a 5-point someone. It's a book. Chetan Bhagat. What it should be?
Copyright.
Right. Very good. What is the next thing? It's a Coca-Cola. Or maybe Pepsi. नहीं, यहाँ पे क्या दिख रहा है? Coca-Cola it is. I know image is somewhat blur. That's why I'm helping you. It's a Coca-Cola. Secret formula. Okay. What should I do? Am I or should I go for copyright, trademark, patent? What? There is one more thing which I did not show you, but you can see it's a trade secret. Trademark you cannot say because it is not the symbol. Copyright you cannot do, but it's a trade secret. You can file this particular ingredients, whatever you have used for this, and whatever chemical formula or drug formula, whatever it is, all these things can come under the secret formula. and that you can particularly publish, or maybe you can say that it's my particular property under the version called as a trade secret. So can I say, can you say, if you must have tried this Coca-Cola, you must have tried Thumbs Up, you must have tried Pepsi. All three are similar in test?
No, ma'am.
Obviously, I'm the person like me. I don't drink these things, but that's why I don't know whether I think all are similar. But still, if you drink this, and if you are more prone to all these drinks, you might be knowing that it is having somewhat minute change in a test, right?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
So this is nothing but a trade secret. Okay, so the first one is a trademark, second one is a patent, fourth one is a copyright. Sorry, this one is a copyright, and the last one you can say trade secret. So any chemical formula, any drug formula, whatever it is, it comes under the trade secret. Now, next is this, I can say the design. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Now it's a new, suppose it's a new bike. I can say it's a patent. Okay, if it's a new bike. But if the bike is already existing, okay, like this, I just made some aesthetics of that, it will come under industrial design, right? Am I right? Because related with the aesthetic is a industrial design. In this case, what is that? Mobile ka, there is a particular, you can say that mobile phones. Obviously, any new mobile phone comes, is it going for the copyright or is it going for the patent? It's patent, right?
Yes, ma'am.
What can you say about this picture?
Copyright.
Copyright. Very good. Nice. So this is for your understanding of your MVP, that is your prototype. If you, why you have to go for the patent, not only patent, which are the different things you can go for: publishing the patent, publishing the copyright, going for the copyright, going for the industrial design, trade secret, trademark, and everything. Okay. Moving ahead, the next thing is, if your product is ready, you have published a patent. Now it's a time to go for the industrialize it. What do you mean by industrialize? Industrialize means you have to now create or the makes this prototype on the large scale, right? So for that, you have to assemble your team. You have to find out the growth. You have to get the data analyst. You have to get the scientist. You have to growth engineer. You should have the digital marketer, specialist who are working in this, right? Many more people. You have to assemble your team. Okay. Then next thing is, find a language of the market fit. Means if you want your particular prototype to fit in the market, then what you are supposed to provide? What do your system or what user think about whatever you have built for them? So you should able to market your particular product. You should make your product in such, or you should advertise your product in very carefully in the market. That means that you have to make your product market fit. And also you have to make changes according to that, because whatever user need, whether my user is getting those particular output or maybe the things from that particular system or not. For that case, you have to advertise, and you also have to provide those features inside your particular system or product, whichever you have developed. Then optimize the flows. What do you mean by this? Now, optimizing the flow, matlab leaky bucket are growth kryptonite. What do you mean by this? Build desire, reduce friction, maximize percentage of user who get to must have. Now, what do you mean by just don't go for this particular thing? We have to optimize the flow. That means we have to capture the people and we have to maximize the percentage of user who are just have to gain the experience of the users, right? So in this case, this you can understand very well with the next diagram. Yeah. For simple example, let me tell you. Now, obviously, it's a COVID going on. You are the 3 to 4 people, or maybe some friends are there. 3 to 4 friends are there. Just a minute. Okay, wait a minute. Someone is trying to join. Wait a Okay, so in this case, now it's a COVID going on, so maybe 3 to 4 people or 3 to 4 students, maybe all of your friends just started discussion about what kind of maybe some discussion about going out. Okay, maybe you are staying in Pune nearby and you want to go out. So all of 4 of you, maybe 4 or 5 friend of you have decided or are thinking about right now where I should go for the vacation. After Corona will just get down. At that time, you have to plan some vacation. So where you have to plan, where you have to go, that you have to decide. So many people, obviously, it's a relevant thing. It will be, or maybe most common thing will be that you will be thinking about some place. As you are staying in Mumbai, you will be thinking about various places nearby to Mumbai. Maybe you are thinking about one place, other place, third place, whatever it be. Okay, which is nearby to Mumbai, but these are all relevant places, but not and obvious places. But when your idea, that means you are trying to give certain ideas, but when your idea will be novel, whenever you will be giving some position or some location where you would like to go, and that location is something untouched, the other people have not explored that location, that time you can say it's a novel idea. So you can see over here, you can see in this particular diagram, you are thinking about different ideas. It is going on a peak, but certainly after some period of time, everyone will think, ठीक है भाई, अभी क्या फर्क पड़ रहा है, हम लोग डिसाइड तो करते हैं, कहीं जाते नहीं है, ये क्या बार बार हम लोग एक ही जगह पे जाते हैं घूमने के लिए. There is no fun in going over there. So you just give up. Okay, so that graph is going down. But as soon as you go, but you don't give up that idea. Okay, you just think about and just go on, and then finally at this peak level you can say, okay, I have found out some novel ideas, some untouched village or some good location where no one has visited. And if you will say that idea, this idea, obviously everyone or every person will be accepting that idea. That is nothing but the beauty of the novelty. So this is nothing but why this graph has been shown, that whenever you are creating your idea, you should always think about the relevant idea, but along with that, it should be novel one. And this novelty will come with the time. So quality will go on increasing, along with the time will also go on increasing. Then only you are going to get the novel idea. Obviously, relevant and novel, relevancy and novelty both should come in together. Then only I can just make my idea or convert my idea into the startup. Otherwise, I cannot have this. Now, in this case, you can see one example I will give you. You people know that right now, from your childhood, you must have seen the Flipkart and Amazon. Am I right? But what about your parents? Now, if your parents might be of my age or maybe more than my age, right? So in this case, suppose your parents, you just ask to your parents, or right now also, your parents might be hesitating for ordering certain things from the Flipkart or maybe from the Amazon, which you do very easily. Am I right?
Yes, ma'am.
If I want to order some laptop from the Amazon, I can do it very easily. But वही अगर मैंने मेरे mom dad को बताया, if my parents, to my parents, suppose I will tell, my parents will be hesitating. They will feel पता नहीं घर पे प्रोडक्ट आएगा नहीं आएगा तो अच्छा भी आएगा नहीं आएगा. We don't have idea, right? And we cannot just change their mind. But right now, when many people are ordering, at my age also, even I was also hesitating for ordering such things. But when my friends have started ordering, and then they have got the proper genuine products, that is also with the 10 to 20% discount, at that time I started ordering such products. It's a truth, right? So that is the way. Whenever anything new things are coming into the market, initially people will not buy your product. So initial level pay, the first phase may, when in this is a bell-shaped curve, you can see it is a diffusion. Okay, it's a diffusion curve. You can say idea diffusion. So under this idea diffusion, you can simply say that this is a 2.5 innovator. 2.5% innovator means I have innovated something. These people are there over here who are dealing with the product right now. But after that, like you people, जैसे बहुत पहले फ्लिपकार्ट आया, उसको किसी ने एक्सेप्ट, कोई everyone was like नहीं मैं ऑर्डर नहीं करूंगा, प्रोडक्ट घर पे आएगा नहीं आएगा, अच्छा आएगा नहीं आएगा, पता नहीं है. But there were few people who have started thinking in other way. Why not to buy this product? ये तो कैश ऑन डिलीवरी भी दे रहा है, then I can अगर मुझे product मिलेगा घर पे आने के बाद तभी मैं उसको cash देने वाला हूँ, right? So there are many things which are coming into the picture, and then slowly few people have started adopted. So these are the early adopters, that is in a 13.5%, right? Then after looking out these early adopter कि भाई ये लोग अभी order कर रहे हैं 13.5 और ये पहले वाले 2.5, मतलब almost 15-16% people have started ordering on the Flipkart. Now this related rest all people have started thinking, okay, these people have ordered on the Flipkart and they have received a good product, then why not to try? So I am fitting in this category, early majority. Okay. And your parents might be fitting in this category, which is the late majority. That means early majority matlab, okay, I'm believing, yes, my few friends have ordered and they have got a good thing. So I will also order. I will also try out this thing. So I have tried over here. So as soon as your product crosses this margin in the cell where it is giving you the tipping point, where you are actually successfully captured almost 50% of the people or 50% of the customer, that time you are reaching over here at the peak of this, you are sure achieved the success in your startup. So you have to always take care that law of diffusion in the innovation. Whatever idea you have developed, initially that idea acceptance will take some time. That is why it will take some time and it will grow slowly over the period of time. And then you will be having late majority. That means abhi out of 1 lakh there are 90,000 people have ordered. Abhi 10,000 log hi bache hai. To usme se main hu. So obviously I will be getting good product only. I don't need to care about that. That is nothing but a late majority. Okay. And then laggards are nothing but okay, abhi sabka order karke ho gaya hai, to abhi mere sath to koi problem ho hi nahi sakta hai. I am the only few people left out. जैसे अभी वैक्सीन लेने में लोगों ने किया, वैक्सीनेशन were available, many people were not ready, but अभी सब लोगों ने ले लिया, अभी किसी को कुछ हो नहीं रहा है, तो I am the only one person who is left out. बाकी सबके सेकंड डोज हो गए, थर्ड डोज हो गए, बूस्टर भी होने आया, तो अभी अब तक मैंने लिया नहीं है. So now I will take it. I am the last person who is going to take that. So I am amongst the laggards. Okay. So these are the categories of the people who are there existing inside in the customers or the clients. So as soon as you are able to capture almost 15% of customer, you can say, okay, my startup can breathe now. And if you are getting this 50% of the customer, your startup has started boom and you have got success. Are you understanding these curves?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
I just tried to give you example with the help of Flipkart and everything, because I hope it's a example you can just relate with this curve. Okay. Next thing is you have to make your product channel fit. Okay. So you have to identify where your customers or where your competition is not. So you have to identify customers कौन से है, तुम उनका need solve कर रहे हो क्या? After solving that, who are the competitor? Okay. How does After I offer map to channel experience? Do the things that don't scale. There are different things, right? We did. So we have to think about which are the things I have not scaled. Those I have to scale down. Double down on what works. Keep searching means I have to be very fast in this particular procedure. एक बार मेरा patent हो गया, सब कुछ हो गया, तो I have to be very hurry. I have to find out the customers. I have to find out my competitors. And before my competitors will come in a picture, I have to increase my sell or increase my production and get my things available in the market before any other competitor puts the certain things in the market, which is equivalently working with my particular system. That is my product fit or the channel fit. That is a battleship in the marketing edition. I hope you're trying to understand, or you're understanding this thing. So over here, you have to be very fast in this case. Are you okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so it is nothing but the simple word I can say, it's a scaling. Okay. So it is very common for startup to scaling out your idea. Okay. So trying, it is always, it is not always you have to grow very fast. Okay. Many times growing too fast and too soon also lead to burnout, because we are investing my complete all the resources into that. I'm burning my all the resources, right? And it may cause a problem to me in the future. If there are any problems or the drawbacks may just found out by the user in the product, then it may cause so much problems for me in the future. So the bigger you get, the bigger and the more establishment competitors you will be getting. तो जितना तुम ज्यादा scale down करोगे, sorry, scale up करोगे, उतना ही तुमको competition ज्यादा मिलने वाला है. Okay. So until unless you are not sure that you can be handle or you will be able to handle this competitor, you should not go in the market before until unless you are not sure that you can hack it. You should be wait. Okay. So you will know that you are ready to scale when your channel starts hitting the saturation point. I can simply say that. Okay. So unnecessarily, you don't have to scale all the channels all together at once. Okay. You may well find that scaling one channel depends on wider scaling throughout the organization. That thing you can say. Okay. I hope you are understanding.
Yes, management.
Yes, so nothing but the scaling, same thing. Okay. Scaling part. And then the last part is the maturity. What do you mean by maturity? Maturity मतलब कुछ भी नहीं है. Your startup has reached at the maturity level. That means whatever growth you have achieved that was never done prior, I have established the foothold in the market. I have a good customer retention rate right now. And then also the my profit is very well, fairly good enough profit. And that is why I can say, yes, I have reached to my maturity level. Okay. So at this point, depending on your ambitions, you can just thinking about exiting through the acquisition. Maybe you are thinking really big, so you can go for the listing on the public markets. Maybe at your personal level, you can just give a break for this particular thing. Or if you are the very much, you can say the by heart entrepreneur, you can think about big business ideas which can expand this business more, or maybe you can go with the new business ideas for this. So starting the business can be very, you can say that a very tedious thing or tedious job for the founder. Okay. But if you follow certain framework or certain stages, that could become somewhat easy, or not easy, but you can just get some focus or some goal, which or the milestone which you can achieve slowly and reach at the final stage of your particular startup and get your business run through it. I hope you have understood, right? Because whenever you are set up, whenever any idea is there, you just remember one thing: you are not the only one who is setting out this rocky startup road, right? I can say that. So there could be, or there might be, or there are surely various people who have just walked on this particular rocky road. So you have to learn, you have to draw certain insights from their and experiences from their predecessors and peers, and that will make the whole process much easier, and it will greatly, I can say, boost your chances of success in your startup. And that's it for today. I hope you people have got whatever ideas I wanted to give you. It was just a overview session, right? If for each and every phase in this startup, you will be getting the session in detail after these sessions. One after each other, there are many sessions lined up. If you are really interested, you can just attend all the sessions over there also. Any questions from your side? Are there any questions?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
excuse me. Ma'am, what if I have an idea? I have a working prototype of that idea. Like
Okay.
I've implemented it, and I have researched about it, and I have found out that the idea is nowhere available in the market.
No, can you please come again? Actually, I am not able to understand. Yeah, there is
now.
some background noise, no, so I'm not able to understand.
Yeah, my sister. That's right. So I was saying that I have an idea. I have
Yeah.
implemented it. I have the prototype ready, and I have done some
Okay.
research about that idea, and I have found that the idea is now like not available in the market at a
Okay.
huge scale, or like not even there in a proper way, you can say. So what should be
Okay.
my next step after implementation of the prototype?
If you have implemented your prototype, first of all, you should able to find out the investor, because if your prototype is ready, you will be developing all these things, and you should able to pitch the things properly, because just based on a prototype only you are to pitch it. If you will be able to pitch it properly, then only the investor will be ready for your idea, right? So you should
Yes.
plan for the pitching, and you should make your prototype in such a way, or you should present your prototype in such a way that any person should be ready to invest in your product.
Okay.
So
So
for that case, you should first of all take, yeah, first step is you have to go and take some survey. Have you taken that survey?
no, ma'am, not yet.
हाँ, तो अगर तुम्हारे पास कोई भी प्रोटोटाइप अवेलेबल है, then you can just go ahead, take the make some survey. Let it be some formal, informal survey, whatever be the way. Google form is a very easy way available nowadays. So you can go ahead with that Google form, make the Google form, give it to them, your friends, or maybe whoever people are there, whichever is the target audience you have. So to them, if you are going to give that, you can get the proper survey. You can take the interview also for certain people, right? So
Yes.
yeah, so those things you can just find out, and after taking those survey, you can ultimately understand from that key what my prototype I have built, whether that prototype is giving me or maybe satisfying all the conditions required, or maybe all the requirements of the users from whom I have taken survey. और अगर उनका रिक्वायरमेंट मेरा प्रोटोटाइप सेटिस्फाई कर रहा है, देन आई कैन से यस, आई कैन pitch my product in front of my investor, because I have solution for the people pain, right?
Mhm.
And
Yes.
that solution will get sold, will get sell.
Okay.
Am I
So
right?
should I go for the patent first before reaching the like
You can go for the patent. If you have some good design, you can file a patent. Okay. And if you want to file a patent, there is a scheme, Kapila scheme available in the IIC also. Through college, you can do that. Or if you have any other resources, that is also okay. But obviously, being a student, you might not be knowing that. So you can contact with the IIC people, IIC coordinator Kanti ma'am. She will be giving you that idea about that scheme. That is a Kapila scheme under which you can just file for the patent also. So as the patent you will be filing ना, तो वो publish हुआ या नहीं हुआ, but the patent under publication, under publishing process, it will be there, so no one can copy your thing. Okay, and as soon as your patent will get published, or maybe your patent is under publishing process, you can pitch it in front of the you can say investors. And if the investors are actually, you can say, these investors will be ready also, that those people will get ready if they are able to find out that your particular prototype or whatever product you are going to design, that is actually a solution for the real world problem.
okay, and actually my project is kind of related to the social cause, like related to medical background. So what kind of investors will be better for me, like private investors or government type bodies?
Government also you can get, private also you can get, but for that, whatever, see, investors ko we can call the government investor also. That is why these sessions are kept in our college. IIC is there only for this reason, because there are many people who are there with the idea, but these people don't have any idea what they have to do with that. So you have to, if you have idea, simple thing hai, you have to be participated with the events, and with those events, if if your particular product is getting selected, you are going at a national level competition. And national level competition पे अगर तुम जाते हो, तो वहां पे the investors are really ready to give you the particular investment of up to 25 lakhs also, which are government, and many times the certain private companies who are related with government.
Okay, and about the one thing that you said in the session, once you get all the approval and investor, you have to set up a team or an organization to like start this thing, right? Like
Yeah,
prototype won't work in the real
yeah,
world.
yeah. You have to
How
scale it.
about
Yeah.
Yeah. So like, how do I get these people?
Yeah,
Like,
that also see, if you want to find out this, the first thing is you can do it at your personal level, or otherwise if you want the college to help out, the college will be having the startup cell now. Okay, if there are startup ideas, the college is having startup cell. That startup cell will be helping, or startup cell can give you the location also. Madam, you can use some area of the college. You can use certain resources from the college. Even the faculties can manage. If suppose your prototype is there under some mentor, okay. For example, you have some project in your SE or TE, wherever it is, okay, and that project you are trying to build up as a prototype, for example. So you have some mentor, or maybe you don't want that mentor, you want some other mentor also. You can approach to that particular person to guide you. College will arrange that also, and college will also give you the people who are interested in this particular area. So these people can join you. You have to just put up the requirement.
okay, okay, got it. So like, I can approach a college, and these sessions will be continued, so I can get more information from you, right?
Yes, yes, yes. You can, if you really have the good idea, no, then you can simply, Manav, if you are really interested, you can simply contact to Krantima.
And
She will guide you completely on this. Obviously, whatever I have told you, same thing she is going to tell you, those schemes only. But she is the coordinator of the this particular IIC, so she can guide you very well in this place.
okay, okay, okay. I'll see, ma'am. All the colleges are going to start offline, so I'll see if that time I'll try to contact.
No, don't wait for college offline start and
No, no, the
everything.
practical
You,
thing, ma'am. 14th February.
Yeah, and even right now also, if your prototype is ready, have you this applied for the idea competition?
No,
Is your
not yet.
project there in idea competition?
No,
Okay,
no,
then
not yet.
I will suggest you that idea competition का first phase already हो गया है, but second phase is direct entry is available if your prototype is ready.
Okay, so
Okay.
when and how to register?
Yeah, I will just pass that message on the. I will just give that message to the Kranti ma'am only. She will be passing that message on your second year and wherever she wanted to give it. Because Sunny also asked me the same thing, right? And
Yes.
you are from AIDS, right, Bilal?
Yes, ma'am, yeah, I guess.
Okay, हाँ. तो मैं I will just try to send you that message on both the groups so that if any people are having or maybe ready with the prototype, they can get a direct entry for that. It's a prototype competition. If you are the winner, you can go for the next level. And even if you are not the winner, but if your idea is good, then it will get shortlisted for national competition also. Okay,
Okay,
it is like that.
okay,
Yeah.
got it.
But
Thank you.
just a one condition when you are developing or when you are applying for anything, you should not involve any other person outside of the college.
Yeah, ma'am, yeah, it's completely a
Huh,
solo work.
huh. Yeah, because it's a college thing. So you cannot, if you want, you can take, but then you cannot get prize and anything or maybe any kind of
Yeah,
funding because
it's
it
a
comes on
solo
the
work.
name of the college. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yes.
Yeah.
It's a solo work. I've done everything on my own only.
Okay. Good. Very good. I am very glad that you all people are thinking in this direction and it is really a required thing. Okay. So please go ahead and discuss these things with the Kranti ma'am. And if you want, I can also convey both of your names to Kranti ma'am so that she can contact you. Can you please send me your numbers also?
Yeah, chat
बिलाल
box.
तो I can get your number. No, बिलाल तुम्हारा तो मेरे पास शायद होगा email ID.
Yeah,
But
ma'am.
Sunny, can you just send me your number?
Sure, ma'am. Should I text you on WhatsApp or should I send it on Meet?
Do you have my number?
Ma'am, you're there in that group, right? So basically, I will
Yeah,
text you.
yeah. You can send me. Yeah,
Okay,
चलेगा.
ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am, I have a doubt. I'm
Yeah.
Christina and I'm from AIDS. And
Okay.
I actually didn't participate in idea competition because I was not aware of it. I was busy
Okay.
doing so. And for this phase, you said we need to have a prototype, right? So,
Yes.
but I don't have any prototype ready yet. And my idea is a little complicated for me to implement it. Like, I don't have the knowledge, but I feel like that idea has some potential. So, I thought of doing it as
Uh,
my final year project.
Yeah,
And
the other thing is you can go ahead with that, but the thing is ki if I will allow you, suppose in the idea competition, suppose right now, but you don't have a prototype as of right, no prototype ready as of now, right? So
yeah,
I cannot give you direct entry because that will be injustice with the people who are already gone through the first round, right?
so will
So
this competition happen next year also?
yes, yes, it is every year. It is every
Okay.
year. You can participate there also. Or if you don't want to go over there, again, suppose you feel that your idea is very good potential, having a good potential, and you can just do it later on also. You can just contact me, or maybe you can contact, because I am the in charge of entrepreneurship cell. So you can
Okay.
contact me, or you can contact startup in charge, that is a Hitendra sir, or directly to the Kanti ma'am. Any one of you, any one of us. We can
Okay.
surely guide you for that.
Okay, ma'am. I'll
Okay.
make one whole presentation and explain the idea. Then I'll be able to move
Yeah,
forward.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Surely, 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 surely.
Okay.
We will be very happy to have such ideas actually. We are actually waiting for such ideas, but the many people in the college are in our college are not actually aware, or maybe they don't want to know also about that. But
No,
actually we
ma'am,
should go
because
ahead.
all the information is coming in WhatsApp, right? So people don't check
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Even I missed the
That is the only problem with online classes.
yeah.
Because everything comes in a WhatsApp, no one checks that. Everyone is like, okay, this is the ठीक है भाई, क्या कुछ तो आया रहेगा, कुछ काम का नहीं है, छोड़ देते हैं. But it is not the way. But we
Yeah.
are also helpless. We can't have anything. That is the reason we have kept these sessions,
Yeah,
because
this
at
is
least
very helpful,
the
ma'am.
people who are interested, those people at least can get the idea.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
for getting into phase 2 directly, what all things do we have to keep ready?
You have to be ready with the video which will be explaining your particular idea. Okay, that is 2 minutes video, only 2 minutes short video. Along with that, one more video where you can be you can just show your prototype and working prototype. Okay, if it's a software, you can show the how your software is working. That video, that also should not be very much lengthy. Only it should be able to show the working prototype of your product. These two things should be ready, and that those two things should be submitted before 10th or 12th of February maximum. As you people were not knowing, so I can just extend it by the 12th of February for your convenience. If your prototype is ready, you can directly enroll for the prototype thing. Okay. And for that, I will be providing you the form also for prototype enrollment.
So in the first phase, it was just the idea, and in the second
Yeah,
phase, we are
yeah,
having the
yeah.
prototype, and in the third phase, we'll also
Third phase
need to
will be,
submit the business
third
plan.
phase will be you have to provide the business plan properly. You have to pitch. Matlab, how my product I can pitch in front of my investor. Why the investor will invest in your product? Obviously, no. If this product is useless for me, or maybe existing something in market, वो investor invest करेगा और मेरा product कोई buy नहीं करेगा, तो my investor will not get any of the profit, right? My investor, why he will invest? Because he is thinking about some profit.
Yes, ma'am.
If he can see the profit in your project, he will surely invest. Okay,
And
just
this
take it
is
seriously.
the college level competition.
Right now it is college level. Right now it is college level. But if this is done at a college level, your project will be taken further ahead, and we can plan for calling the investors also. Actually, college level पे call करने की जरूरत ही नहीं होती है, because these investors are called directly at the national level competition. We can forward your project at the national level. If your project is having that much, you can have the capable to be reached at the national level. Surely you will get the investors at a national level from the government itself. और government के grant तो बहुत होते हैं. So if you are really serious and interested in all these things, you just apply for this prototype competition, and then you can move ahead.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Anything else you would like to know? Okay. ठीक है then. Thank you very much.
And I have sent my number on chat.
Yeah, I have got it, beta.
Okay.
I will just copy that. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you so much for your cooperation and attending this session very patiently. It's very nice to be here with you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, ma'am. Thanks a lot, ma'am. Thanks for the invitation.
Yeah. Bye, beta. Yeah. Take care. Bye.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Dan, will you please stop recording? Dan, have you